We're the Zombies and you're watching ACM TV.
We're a band that have been going for, with interruptions, but we've been going for many, many years. Since 1961 was the day we formed. We turned professional in '64, and our very first single was a #1 in many places in the world, including America, called She's Not There. And then we had many more hits in different parts of the world, like Time of the Season, which is one of the most played English songs ever in America. And we made an album called Odyssey and Oracle in 1967, which has, I must say, become a bit of a cult album and has been voted recently in the top 100 albums of all time by Rolling Stone. We got back together again, Colin and I, just by accident in around the year 1999-2000, and we've started to incorporate the Zombies name again, and we've embraced the Zombies canon of material, and we're now recording new material, which we're very proud of, and I think the band's better than it's ever been. It was great. We'd just come back from America, and Jools did an interview with us. We did Moving On from the new album. It was great fun. We have done Later with Jools before, and Jools is a very sweet guy. We've been on his radio show as well, and we like him very much.
It's an amazing show to do because part of it is absolutely live, and of course it's a national network, and Jools is just walking from one band to another around a huge studio, and at any minute you can think of so many things that could go wrong. But he's very, very cool, a very, very professional presenter, and it goes very, very smoothly.
I would always give one piece of advice to anyone who is entering the field of music. It's such a lottery that I would say you've got to do it for the right reasons. You've got to do it to be true to yourself. You've got to do it because you've got a huge enthusiasm for music. Otherwise, it's not going to happen, over a long period anyway. You've got to do it by trying to produce something which is absolutely to the best of your ability. And if you're a singer, then you've got to work at your voice. If you're an instrumental player, you've got to work at your instrument. And that means some tedium and some hard work as well, but a huge amount of enthusiasm really. And you've got to stay in love with music. But you should never just try and do whatever else is going on at the time. You should be true to what genuinely makes you enthused and try and make that work. And if you can make it work, you've got a chance of actually reaching out and touching other people.
I think you've got to keep your focus on your main interest, your main love, but you might have to do other things to support that. That's not a bad thing. In some ways it's a good thing. All musical experience is good, you remember what your real love is and stay true to that. But if you have to do other things along the road, that's not a disaster. I think that can add to you as an artist.
When we were in our teenage years, rock and roll and even jazz at that time was looked down on by people in the conventional musical establishment. And they said, this is music that won't last more than a few weeks, And in fact, the musical form has outlasted every other musical form, which is quite extraordinary. But there was nothing that was teaching anything in those days except for conventional orchestral classical music. They were the only colleges. I'm a self-taught player. I had a couple of years piano lessons and that was it, and I taught myself after that, as did many people of my generation as well, through pure enthusiasm and just wanting to get inside the mechanics of chords and music, and etc.
But I live near ACM down in Surrey, and I've heard nothing but absolutely wonderful things about the school, and so I wish everyone luck there, because it sounds, from what I've heard, as though you get a great foundation in music there.
It's great to have that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I just wish everyone the very best of luck when they leave the school and go out into the professional world.
And I wish things like that had been available.
Of course, yeah.
Absolutely.